Hi there, Austin Sedicum. It's time to make my Irish beef stew. Well, it's not actually my Irish beef stew, it's theirs. I stole it, but I'm keeping it because I love it. This is my favorite beef stew ever. No disrespect to any grandmother anywhere, but this is the comfort food that gives comfort food comfort. That's for sure. I discovered it driving around Ireland. They eat it in every single town. It's simple, it's rich, lush, dark gravy will give you the warmness in your toes that you crave on any chilly day. The secret is Guinness beer. That's right, that's what they use. Town after town, county after county, Guinness. Budweiser will not do for this recipe. It's got to be that dark to impart those flavors into the meat. And then we have some nice cubed beef, pasture fed. And one of the things that is very, very important to do is make sure every piece is very, very dry. You don't want any excess liquid on it. You want it to be dry on the surface so that way it will get that nice brown braised color. If it's wet, it just turns sort of gray. And, well, then it looks like American beef stew. And this is Irish beef stew. Okay, so now the beef is nice and dry. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of flour. Not a lot, just enough so that I can get a little dredging going on. And what that's going to do is dry it out even more. Because we want the color to be dark and intense. Okay, so I got the beef just ever so lightly dusted in the flour, and we're going to braise it. I'm going to add it to a little teeny bit of oil. I used grapeseed oil. Doesn't really matter because it's not a high temperature braise, so olive oil will be just fine, or vegetable oil, whatever you got. Rendered fat. I'm going to throw these guys right in here so I get them a little separated. And the idea is to get a nice brown color on all sides evenly. You want the nice braise going on with these guys. Yeah. This is all about the color. It's all about the richness and the texture. Okay, so when I'm talking about the braising color, I'm talking about this guy. Come here, look at that. Look at that perfect color right up there. Yeah. See that nice brown? That's what we're looking for. That is going to seal in the flavor and give it yum. Now we can toss these guys. Okay, we're starting to get that beautiful color I was talking about. Can you see that? Look at that. That is braised. Now, time for the Guinness. Are you ready for some fun? Watch it explode. As soon as the beer hits it, hear that sizzle? Oh yeah. Now look how that foams. You don't want to put too much here in the time. Just a little teeny bit. And then you're going to let it caramelize. You don't need to stir it around too much. Just let it settle. Let the colors get dark. Woo! Oh, man! Okay, now you see how that's cooked off? Remember, this is nothing but beer and beef. I'm going to add a little more. Yeah. Watch it do its thing. See how it foams up? That's so cool. Man, that does not smell good. Initially, when you put the beer in there, it smells like stale beer. It smells like a fraternity house or a bar the next day after there's a lot of beer drinking going on. But what happens is that quickly goes away. That beer flavor vanishes within a minute and then it goes to wonderful. So look how it's getting thick and sticking to the meat. Yum. This gets hearty cuts. Big pieces of onion just right in there. And look at that. That's a lot of onion. This is no sissy stew. Beer, beef, onions. That's right. Okay, I'm going to let them get some color. Okay, now you want to see a beautiful sight. Look at the color forming on that meat. Here, look at that. Yeah. And see the onions are starting to take the color. Look how sticky the beer gets. Look at that on my spoon. It's turned into beer, sugar, paste. It's awesome. It's time to add a little more. See how it foams up when it goes in there? Alright, there it is. Now, look at that go. A little more of that stale beer. Yum! Now look, the deglaze of the beer. See, get around the sides of the pan. Get all that flavor back in there. You don't want to miss one morsel of this goodness. Yum! So you take that Guinness braised beef And you can add it to a crock pot or a simmering pot. Add some potatoes, carrots if you like, celery if you like, and let it simmer for 3 or 4 hours. And then you've got Irish beef stew with Guinness beer. And here is my lunch. Oh yeah, look at that dark, beautiful color. Look at this succulent meat. Yeah, a little crusty bread on this cold day. Alright, let's see how I did. I want a big bite. Oh yeah. The intensity and richness that beer imparts into the meat cannot be topped. Ultimate beef stew, try this, you'll never make it any other way. The Irish are not known for their cuisine, but there's nothing wrong with being a one-trick pony if it's a trick this good. That's right!